All right, we are getting ready for Knightmare Vanner's BFE 11 this weekend. When it comes to Ohio van-ins, Richland County Fairgrounds in Mansfield is probably the best amenities you can hope for. It's fairly flat, everything is relatively close, and there is plenty of water and power hookups for everybody. But what I enjoy the most about Mansfield is the road outside the gate. So we always have a lot of fun in the race van, and wine and roses, but this year we have a third van to bring, and I needed to get some things for the interior. So Jeanette and I headed down to Hartville last weekend to try to look at the flea market to find some interior pieces. We didn't find much, but we did find May's Winery and some live entertainment, and that was pretty good for a Saturday. I have a rough vision of what I want to do on the inside of this van, and even though we didn't find any furniture, I knew I could start with at least getting some insulation, so early Sunday morning I headed to Home Depot and got what I needed to try to insulate the whole inside of this van and make things a little bit more comfortable for the twins this weekend. One thing people ask me quite a bit is how we find time to do all the things that we do, and we just kind of try to capitalize on every waking moment. So I spent some time Saturday morning getting as much insulation up on the walls as I could until my drill battery died and needed to recharge. But that actually worked out okay because it gave us time to go down to the Cleveland Kite Festival. Our friend Phil from BVA is a big part of putting this festival on, and he's always got extra kites for the kids. Now, we aren't very accomplished kite flyers to begin with, and there really wasn't much wind at all that day, but we still made the best of it. And the group made sure that no matter what, the kids had a great time. The amateurs and novice did their best job getting kites up in the air, but the professionals came out and really showed everybody how it was done. Now, one thing that we did see when we were antique shopping was a vintage table, and I remembered that Jeanette's mom had one just like it in her basement. So on the way home from the Kite Festival, we stopped and picked it up, and I made quick work of disassembling it and trying to make my vision come true. I had to do some preliminary mock-ups to try to find the right height, and the first box didn't work, but the second one was just about right. And when I sat myself in my little Summit cooler, the legroom was pretty close, with enough room on the side and the back for a wraparound breakfast nook that I want to make. So I screwed together a quick mock-up bench to again check leg clearance and figure out what I need to do for the second side that'll have to be clearanced around the gas filler neck. But all in all, this is going to work out to have a great wraparound bench for seating or dining and the kids to be able to draw on. And it turns out the refrigerator is the perfect size. So I took some more detailed measurements, and Nathaniel hung out with me and actually helped me finish putting the insulation up on the one wall. Remember, this whole need was spawned from the Nationals and the kids not having a place to hang out and our canopy being destroyed. So we got things buttoned up just enough to drop the van off at U-Haul overnight to get the new hitch installed, because otherwise it doesn't do any good. Now, I have a long list of things that I wanted to get done. We only have a few days before we leave, but Jeanette really wanted to take the kids out to Lakewood and check out this solstice steps to watch the sunset, and I'm really glad that we did because the kids actually all played together and they haven't done that in a while. I'll admit I was pretty anxious and kind of frustrated the first while that we were there because I had so much I thought I wanted to get done, but as we watched the sunset over the lake and just kind of enjoyed each other's company, I realized it really doesn't matter how much I get done before this van in. We have 2 show vans that we're bringing, and this third van we just got a week ago, and sometimes I just need to find a better balance and realize that I don't need to get everything done as soon as I possibly can. It was a great evening, and I'm glad that we did that. The next day I got another order from Heavy Holland. They make these vintage steering wheel covers, and they said that they were going to pretty much discontinue them, and I wanted to get one before they were gone. It's just another inexpensive, easy customizing deal. That's going to take some time because you have to actually thread this through there. That's definitely not going to be done before Knightmare, but at least I have it. You never know what you're going to see in the Home Depot parking lot in the Cleveland area. I made one more trip to get some plywood cut so that I could at least make some preliminary benches.
All right, screw.
But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get to them.
Thank you.
Matthias helped me put the headliner up so that we could get all the insulation finally done.
Nice. All right, bud. That is pretty insulated. Excited? How many stuffed animals do you think you could fit in this van?
Probably all of them,
That's a lot.
but I'm not going to. Too much to carry out and then.
It's a good point. It's all about packing. Thanks for your help.
See you guys at Knightmare.